Welcome back to Axis Anime. My name is Henshin Ikeda, and I'll be doing a walkthrough review of Valvrave the Liberator episode 12. And if you remember from last episode, we find out the Dorson army finds Shoko's father, they put him on trial, and they find him guilty. No surprise there, and now he has a death penalty awaiting him. Now, while the Dorson army has Shoko's father, they attack the JIOR, and they put pressure on Shoko to hand over the Valvraves. No surprise there, however, Shoko's father is still going to be put to death, but in return for the Valvraves, they're going to let go all the families they've been held hostage, and give them safe passage to wherever. It sounds too good to be true, and guess what? Shoko says no way in hell. Now, the moment Shoko would have said yes to the Dorson army's demands, LF was going to pull a gun on her. I bet you didn't see that coming. Oh, you did? Oh, screw you. Anyways, Shoko does say no, and everything goes as planned, of course. But moving on past that, we find out Haruto, he kills 74% of the Dorson army, including Shoko's father. Shoko's father was right in the center, and he's now dead. And Haruto, he doesn't even know he killed Shoko's father. Man, that's going to be a mindfuck if he does find out, if and when he finds out. Shadows in my closet, man. Shadows in my closet. But anyways, moving on past that, we're taking to a little cutscene with the Dorson army, and they're not done yet. I mean, they may have 74% of their fleet destroyed, but the Dorson army pulls an ambush out of their ass, and they ambush the JIOR from underneath them with a drill. I was like, wow. Only in an anime series can you see that happen. Now, moving on past that, toward the end of the episode, we find a Haruto. He proposes to Rokino to marry him. So you have Haruto, he's asking Rokino to marry him, and that's where the episode ends. And all my final thought and rating at the end of the clip, so stay tuned. But let's dive right on in. So we open up this episode with Haruto asking Rokino to marry him. So he's proposing to her, and she says no. That's the best thing she could have ever said. This dude fucking raped you. Are you fucking kidding me? She says no. And then she pulls this random excuse out of her ass. She says, it's because I'm a celebrity. I'm too good for you. Everyone loves me. Bitch. You heard me. Bitch. Anyways, she does tell Haruto, go save your girlfriend. Go save the Prime Minister. You're not going to marry me. Not going to happen. Save the Prime Minister. Okay, that makes sense. Now, moving on past that, we're taking to a little cutscene with Shoko. Now, Shoko tells LF to button up. She tells LF, don't tell Haruto anything. Don't tell him he killed my father. He's the one that's going to be held responsible for so-and-so. Don't tell him anything. If you think about it, if Haruto finds out the truth is going to torment him. It's going to break him apart. He's not going to be a pilot anymore. He's going to be a pile of shit. You heard me. Shit. Anyways, moving on past that, we're taking to a little cutscene with the Dorson army. Now, the Dorson army is using a drill on the JIOR. Now, every level that this drill penetrates, poison gas starts to spill out from it. So, it not only rips through a colony, it spreads poison. Hey, that's different. Really? That was sarcasm. That was me being sarcastic, if you didn't catch that, of course. But moving on past that, Kane takes the center stage. Colonel Kane from the Dorson army takes the center stage. Finally, the guy that everyone wants to know more about. But moving on past that, we're taking to a little cutscene with Satomi. Now, Satomi reaches out. He calls Shoko. Now, he wants Shoko's help to help his sister, to save his sister Akira. Now, Akira chimes right in. Perfect timing, by the way. Akira chimes in and tells her brother and tells Shoko, stay the hell away from me. No, do not help me. God, she has social issues. She has it bad. She is terrible with people. Terrible. That's a shame. Crying shame. But anyways, moving on past that, we're taking to a little cutscene with LF. Now, LF has an interesting plan that has to do with Haruto and his mecha. So, basically, this is what's going to happen. Unit 1, which is, piloted by Haruto, is going to act as a Trojan horse. Now, they're going to infiltrate the engine room, and they're going to infiltrate the enemy lines. So once they get to the engine room, they're going to act as a Trojan horse, and they're going to infiltrate the enemy lines. It makes sense. However, Kane beats them to the punch. Colonel Kane is waiting for them. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I'm like, wow, you took all the fun out of it. They didn't get to infiltrate anything. I think the only thing they got to infiltrate was my ass probably, because it's sitting here getting bored. Anyways, moving on past that, we're taking a little cutscene with Thunder, and no one really fucking cares about Thunder, because Thunder, he falls for a trap. He falls for the Dorson Army trap. No surprise there. I'm not going to describe it, by the way, because I do not like this character. But anyways, Thunder falls for the Dorson Army's trap, and things get a little hot for him. Okay? It's a little hot. Anyways, moving on past that, we're taking a little cutscene with Cain. Now, Cain shoots Haruto. He doesn't even waste any time. Cain, he shoots Haruto. And then he mentions, oh yeah, I know you're a 3rd generation immortal, so you're probably going to come back to life. I'm like, how does Cain know the truth about what Haruto is? And what's the big whoop about 3rd generation? What happened to the 1st generation? What happened to the 2nd generation immortals? And how does Haruto... Oh, well, not Haruto. How does how does Colonel, Cain know this? Things aren't adding up. Something's missing. We need some clarification here. But anyways, moving on past that, we get to see LF versus Cain, the match of the century. But it's short-lived because we don't get to see it. Haruto, he returns back to life, and then LF runs away because that's the only available option. Because if you think about it, Cain is, Cain technically is LF's teacher, so student versus teacher. The teacher knows all of the student's moves, and the student doesn't have any new tricks, so what does he do? LF runs with Haruto. I guess it makes sense if that's your only available option. I mean, I would have, probably shot someone, come up with some random excuse. I could have done better. I knew that. Or some random excuse. Plan, something. I don't know, I was expecting more. Now, LF runs into Adra. Yeah, out of nowhere, Adra appears, and now you have, Cain, Adra, and they have both, Haruto and LF right there on the edge, cornered, like rats. I'm like, uh-oh. Doesn't look good, man. So moving on past that, we're taking to a little cutscene with Shoko. Now, Shoko runs... Well, I should say she runs into Akira, but Shoko, she runs to see Akira. She's trying to save Akira, because she's trying to do Satomi a favor, I guess, but she does like Akira. So Shoko is trying to save Akira, but it's a no-go. In fact, Shoko, she gets hurt by the drill, which is, going through each level of the module. So Shoko is now hurt in trying to save Akira, and Akira is sitting back and she's breaking down. She's watching her friend get hurt. She doesn't know if Shoko's alive, if Shoko's dead. We don't even know that. All we know is Shoko is hurt by the drill by the Dorson Army. It's not looking good. And then Akira, she breaks. She just snaps. Akira snaps. She tries to help. I'm like, what help can you do? You're a hacker. You're great with computers, not people. So yeah, Akira, she tries to help, and she finds another Valvrave. She finds another mecha. Oh yeah, guess what? Akira, she's the next pilot. Yeah, Akira is the next pilot. And guess what? Once she boards the mecha, she hacks into the drill. So not only can her Valvrave hack into drills, she's a pilot who can use, it looks like a scythe. So wait a minute, Akira can use a scythe and she can hack into other mechas? Holy shit! I love that! That's a great twist. I mean, she's not great with people, but she's great with computers, and her mecha can hack. And it's got a pretty cool scythe, and I'm like, damn, where was this in Gundam Wing? Love it. Now, moving on past that, we're taking to a little cutscene with Haruto. Now, Haruto shoots Cain. I love that. So, Haruto, he shoots Cain, and that was a great build-up, but it's no good. Cain is still alive, and he says something underneath his breath. So, Cain, even though he was shot, he is still alive, and he says something underneath his breath, but we don't know what he says. I'm like, fucking A, come on. I'm assuming he said, I'm an immortal too, maybe? Or something along those lines. But anyways, moving on past that, we're taking to a little cutscene with Cain. Now, Cain, he pilots another mecha. So, Cain gets inside what appears to be another Valvrave. But this is the one that's not supposed to be operational, that big mother-like mecha. I'm like, how the hell did he do this? Now, he has what appears to be an operating system, like one of those little digital anime characters he uploads into the Valvrave, and now the Valvrave is operational, so Cain has his own Valvrave, and it's now doing whatever he says. It's, it's following his orders. I'm like, what the hell? And guess what? It's being leaked out that Cain is not a human. Cain is either an immortal or he's something else, but he's not human. Hey, I love that conclusion. That's a good conclusion. It's like, wait a minute, Cain is not a human. Oh, who didn't see that coming? Yeah, everyone saw that coming. It's the way he was talking when he was with the Dorson army on his little ship, how he was talking to his second in command. It was obvious he knew something. He was part of something. Now, toward the end of the episode, we see a lot of Maguses. Maguses, they could be magic users, they could be like high officer authorities, whatever you want to call them. They're on a random colony or planet, and they're called Maguses, and they're just around, and that's where the episode ends. As for final thoughts, okay, well, first of all, what did Cain say underneath his breath when he was talking to Haruto and Elef? When he was shot by Haruto, of course, we don't know. And why does Cain know that Haruto is a third generation immortal? I don't know about that. And how is it that Cain can pilot a Velvrave? Well, we don't know about that either. Like, what the fuck? And that ends it for my final thoughts. As per my rating, okay, well, final rating, here we go. 3 out of 5 for the episode. 3.5 out of 5 for the anime series. I mean, it's not bad so far. So again, 3 out of 5 for the episode. 3.5 out of 5 for the anime series. Great anime series. And by the way, this was the last episode. Oh yeah, fans, this was the last episode. This episode was great, by the way. I gave this a 3 out of 5. The reason why I gave this a 3 out of 5, of course, was the build-up. We got to see all the characters in one place, a new pilot, more information, great climax. We got a conclusion, we got everything. There's still a lot of questions that have gone unanswered, but there's a second season. Again, final rating, 3 out of 5 for the episode, 3.5 out of 5 for the series. And that ends it for my walkthrough and review of Valvrave the Liberator episode 12. Definitely comment down below, let me know, thumbs up, thumbs down, definitely subscribe, check me out on Twitter, and follow me if you like. Let me know what you thought of this episode. There is no more episode after this, but there is a second season, and I can't wait to see it when it comes out. But again, guys, that ends it for now, and I gotta hit the bricks, and I gotta go, and before I go, I gotta say it, and I always say it. You can't stop the access, but you can watch the feed. I'll see you later, guys.